Exercise. Question 1A. Choose the correct alternative and complete the sentences. 1. The President of America declared 14 points programs to end the First World War. The options are George Washington, Woodrow Wilson, or Roosevelt. The answer is the President of America, Woodrow Wilson, declared 14 points program to end the First World War. 2. The head office of the League of Nations was at in Switzerland. Your options are New York, Paris, or Geneva. The answer is the head office of the League of Nations was at Geneva in Switzerland. 3. The committee of the League of Nations included permanent and 4 temporary members. The options are 5, 15, or 3. The answer is the Committee of the League of Nations included 5 permanent and 4 temporary members. 4. The judges of the International Court of the League of Nations was being appointed by the Your options are Council, Assembly, or Secretariat. The answer is the judges of the International Court of the League of Nations was being appointed by the Council. Question 1B. Match the pairs. Group A has options Head Office of League of Nations, International Court. Group B options Hague, New York, Geneva. Answer. The matching pairs are Head Office of League of Nations, Geneva. International Court, Hague. Question 2. Answer the following questions in 20 to 25 words each. 1. What were the objectives of the League of Nations? Answer. The objectives of the League of Nations were 1. To establish world peace and security. 2. To establish friendly relations and promote cooperation among the nations. 3. To resolve international disputes by peaceful means and thereby avoid the outbreak of war. Two. Why did League of Nations fail? Answer. 1. The United States of America decided not to join the League of Nations. 2. The leadership provided by England and France was weak and lacked cohesion. 3. The League failed to restrain the acts of aggression by Germany, Italy, and Japan. 4. The League of Nations did not have its army to take action against the belligerent nations. Question 3. Give the reasons for the following in 25 to 30 words each. 1. Woodrow Wilson urged upon the Allied nations to set up a world organization. Answer. 1. The destruction caused by the First World War was enormous. 2. There was need to prevent another world war. 3. Therefore, Woodrow Wilson urged upon the Allied nations to set up a world organization. Two. The League of Nations was unable to stop the warring countries. Answer. 1. There was a lack of coordination between the principal nations like France and England. 2. The policies of the strong nations like Germany, Italy and Japan were selfish and contrary to the basic ideas of the League of Nations. 3. Therefore, the League of Nations was unable to stop or restrain the warring countries. Question 4. Answer the following question in 30 to 40 words. 1. Write about the social work of the League of Nations. Answer. 1. It organized a conference on the issue of abolition of slavery, where a resolution directed the member states to put an end to the slavery. 2. It took steps against forged currency and prescribed gold standards to determine the value of currency. 3. It promoted health by taking steps to eradicate diseases like leprosy and malaria. 4. It coordinated activities related to scientific research as well as promoted educational and intellectual cooperation. 5. The International Labour Organization worked for the betterment of working condition and welfare of the labour. Question 5. Answer the following questions in 60 to 80 words each. 1. Write functions and 3 main factors of League of Nations. Answer. The administration of the League of Nations was to be run through 3 main parts. These 3 parts were Assembly, the Committee and Secretariat. The head office of League of Nations was at Geneva in Switzerland. Function of Assembly. 1. It deliberated on the international issues, plans and activities and exercised control over the other organs of the League. Function of Council. 1. The main task of the Council was to resolve international conflicts. Function of Secretariat. 1. The principal task of the Secretary was to register the complaints coming to the League of Nations, to collect the information about the grievances, and to keep the documents of the administrative works. Two, give information about the International Court of the League of Nations. Answer. 1. The International Court of Justice, situated at The Hague in Netherlands, was an affiliated organ of the League of Nations. 2. It consisted of 15 judges, elected for a term of 9 years. 3. It resolved crises among the member states of the League. 4. It provided legal advice to the League of Nations. Three. Describe the political works of the League of Nations. Answer. 1. The objectives of the League of Nations were to maintain peace, to provide collective security, and to resolve the international disputes by peaceful means. 2. In the period from 1920 to 1930, the League settled about 40 international disputes by peaceful means. 3. The significant among these disputes are as follows. First, resolved the dispute between Sweden and Finland over the Åland Islands. Second, protected Albania from the invasion of Yugoslavia. Third, protected Greece against Italy in the Kaifu Island dispute. Fourth, averted a war between Greece and Bulgaria. Fifth, settled the border dispute between Germany and Poland. Sixth, settled the border dispute between Iraq and Turkey. Seventh, conducted plebiscite in Saar region and handed over the same to Germany.